Let's talk about dates. Just to avoid any confusion, when I say dates, I don't mean the edible dates or the enjoyable dates. I mean dates in Java, though they're quite enjoyable. It's a way of dealing with the calendar system. And the first one I want to start with is the class local date. Local date is a class in the Java date and time API that represents a date without a time or a time zone. It is part of the Java time package, which was introduced in Java 8, and it's a really nice replacement for the old Java util date and Java util calendar classes. Dealing with those was quite a nightmare. To use local date, you first need to import it from the Java time package. You can then create a local date object in a few different ways. Let me show you in IntelliJ. Alright, let's have a look at how to create a few dates. So I'm just going to say local date LD, and of course I need to import it from the Java time package. And I'm going to say local date now. And that's going to return the local date that my system is on. If I want to have another local date, I can actually also create it with the off method. So I'm not using the new keyword here, I'm using the off method, and this one is internally calling the constructor of local date. So I can specify the year, so perhaps 2000, and a month, the 4th month, and let's go with the date, the 1st. Both of these methods create a local date object. The first one represents the current date, and the second one creates a local date object of my specified year, month, and day of month. There's actually one more way to create a local date, and that is by parsing. And by parsing, I can just insert a string, like this one, 20, 23, 01, 01. And this will create the date January 1st, 2023. Alright, let me print them so we can see the results. Plus a space, LD1, plus a space, and LD2. And as you can see, the dates have been created. Once you have a local date object, there are a lot of built-in methods for accessing and modifying the date. You can see we have ones to get the year part, month part, the day of the month, but also to alter with plus and minus methods. Let's have a quick look at those in IntelliJ. So let's say I want to alter today's date. And this is quite important because this might not think how you think it should work. So you see a lot of methods exist, but I'm going to use the plus days. And I'm going to be adding 5 days. So it's January 8 right now, so you might think, oh, well, then we should end in January 13. But look what happens. If I go ahead and print LD right now, you'll see that nothing has changed. And this is because it's actually not altering the local date object, but it's creating a new local date that's holding the new value, just like with the string objects. So I'm going to say here, local date LD3 equals local date plus days 5. And then if I print LD3, you'll see that this is actually the new date with the plus 5 days. You can do the same thing for minus days, minus years, minus months, etc. They all return a new date object with a new value in it. If I were to do the getYear method on this one, it will actually show me the year and leave out all the other details it has on local date 3. As you can see, we then get 2023, and when we're doing get day of month, you'll actually see that it's going to return the 13th. As you can see in IntelliJ, there are more methods in dates, but this will give you a good grasp of local dates and you probably have an idea of where to start. But what if we want to talk about times? Well, we use local time, which is what we're going to have a look at in the next video.